Hi everybody, Jake here for FMSCOUT, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys a tactic that is working very well in the current match engine, particularly for underdog teams. We're going to be testing this tactic across one season with 6 different teams. We've got 2 teams from the Premier League, 2 teams from the Bundesliga and 2 teams from La Liga, all of which you'd consider underdogs and not expected to push any higher than the top half of the table. And there have been some very good results, and this video really shows off this tactic in a great light. So before we get into that, I'd just like to ask you guys, if you do enjoy this kind of content or you do find yourself enjoying the video, smash the like button. It really does help us out in knowing that both you enjoy it and it helps push these videos out to more people so more people can see the tactic. And of course it's great for us when there are more eyes on our content. Feel free to drop a comment down below which tactic you're running, which roles you think are working very well in the current match engine, and if you haven't already, then smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video here on the FMSCOUT channel. So with that being said, let's run the intro and get straight into today's video. Okay everybody, here we are with the tactic. Before we get into how it actually does in the simulation, we'll show you how the tactic looks, the individual instructions it has in case you guys want to input it manually, and the set pieces, although you can find a link to this tactic in the description and it will take you straight to it where you download and in one click put it in a file and it's there in your game. So it's a Venom and Faith nap tactic. You'll find the exact one link down below. It's been tweaked by our good friend here who helps out with the channel, Robo at FMSCOUT. Great guy, so thank you for his help there, and thank you for Nat for your brilliant work on the tactics. So many of them work very well in the match engine and a lot of us get a great amount of success out of them. So you can find the particular one in the description down below. I don't know if this is going to be the final name of it, but yeah, you can find that down below. Click on it, download it, easy as pie. In terms of what it is, it's a bit of a diamond shape. I guess it's a 4-1-2-1-2 if you want to call it that, but then there's a shadow striker, so is that necessarily an attacking midfielder or part of the attacking lineup? However you want to put it, it doesn't really matter what numbers you say, but this is what it looks like. It's a sweeper keeper on the defence role, and if we have a look at his individual instructions, he is looking to take fewer risks and tackle harder. We've got an inverted wing back on the right hand side who's looking to do all of these things, so this is on top of his individual instructions that he automatically has for that role. So we're looking to make him pass it shorter, take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, get further forward, close down more and tackle harder. I believe it is the same on the other side, but if you see anything different feel free to correct me, but I think that's right. We've got 2 ball playing defenders on the defence duty. They're looking to pass it shorter and close down less, and that is for both of them. We then have a deep line playmaker on support at the base of the midfield who's looking to pass it shorter, dribble less and tackle harder. Then we've got 2 wide midfielders. They're looking to take more risks, cross more often, cross from the byline, dribble more, run wide with the ball, get further forward, stay wider, close down more, tackle harder. To be honest, it's definitely going to be easier for you guys just to straight up download this tactic, but there you go in case you want to see it on its own. They're on the support role just there, and I think it's the same on the other side. Again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see anything different there. We then have a shadow striker on the attack role behind the 2 strikers, and you'll be happy to know that there are no additional instructions on this one. And then we have the advanced forwards with the attacking duty, and they're looking to pass it shorter, take fewer risks, shoot less often and tackle harder. And then on the left hand side, the other advanced forward is the same, except he's not looking to pass it shorter, which the right one does have. It's a positive mentality, and in possession we are playing a fairly wide attacking width. We're looking to overlap on the left and right while playing out of defence with a shorter passing directness, a higher tempo, never looking to time waste. We're working the ball into the box, running at defence with low crosses. In transition, we're looking to counter press, counter when possession has been won, and that's all that we've got there. And then out of possession, we are looking to use the offside trap with a much higher line of engagement, a standard defensive line, a minimal defensive width, looking to force the opposition outside. We're going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution with extremely urgent pressing intensity, and we're looking to get stuck in. So that's everything there. And now let's quickly show you the set pieces. I'll show you the corner on the attack on the right. You can see that there, and the corner on the attack on the left. I am covering it up here, but they're looking to cross the ball into the near post. Usually there is a throw-in tactic with these 2, so let's just quickly show you the throw-in on the right and the throw-in on the left here. And we've got the thrower set to mixed throws. Long throws aren't working as well as they once did in the current match engine, but yeah, that's everything you need to know. We're going to simulate it with a few teams, as I did mention. So in the Premier League, we're going to be using Brighton and West Ham, both predicted to finish in the bottom half, and Brighton and West Ham are near enough nailed on. If you start up a save, one of them will probably get relegated, particularly West Ham seem to do a lot. Brighton predicted to finish 17th or 18th, I believe, and West Ham predicted to finish about 13th. they have some very good results. Then if we hop over to the Bundesliga and look there, we've got SV Werder Bremen as our choice of team in the Bundesliga and Union Berlin. And now if we go to the Bundesliga and go to season preview, you can see neither of them two are expected to do particularly well. Bremen looking to come just below mid-table, about 12th, and Union Berlin as a shoe-in for the relegation spots. Then in La Liga, we're using Atletico, Pamplona and Levante. They're both expected to finish just below mid-table again, so about 12th, 13th, 14th, around there. But none of the teams we've really looked at are expected to do well. Obviously, you do have the odd case where in real life West Ham are doing well, which as a Chelsea fan, it's a bit tough to watch at the minute, but they are doing very well. Although Football Manager isn't really programmed that way, they don't know that West Ham are going to be so good this year. So most of the time, these teams will find themselves in the bottom half of the table, scrapping out for relegation. And most of the times, if you're taking these 6 teams, simulated a year normally, 1, 2, maybe even 3 of them would definitely have been relegated, I would say. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to simulate a year ahead and see how they get on. So I'll see you there. Okay, everyone, here we are. We have simulated a whole year now with all the clubs, and the tactic has worked very well. Before we go and have a look at everything, I just like to ask you guys, if you haven't already, then feel free to come check out my channel, linked in the description. It would mean a lot if you do. We currently have a save with Lille in France, and a lot of you guys are really enjoying it. So if you want to check that out, feel free. We've just surpassed 2,000 subscribers on there, so thank you very much for that. And if we can hit 2,100 soon, then that'll be awesome. So feel free to check that out. But let's see how this tactic is done. You might have already noticed that the board are very happy with us currently. We've apparently beat Barcelona 3-0. We're currently with Levante here. So if we go and have a look at La Liga, we can see how we've done there. And we can see Pamplona have finished 6th, so that's a great result for them. Europa League place for a team that was definitely not expected to get there, but Levante have finished way better than I ever thought they would. They are in 2nd place in the Champions League spots, finishing above Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, and only 10 points off the title, which was quite clearly won by Real Madrid by quite a fair margin. But it's not like we've only just scraped Champions League. With 10 points ahead of Valencia in the 5th spot, so we've definitely got top 4. We beat Atletico Madrid by 9 points and Barcelona by 4, so we've done very well there, and a very high goal difference, one of the best in the league. We'll have a look at individual things later on, but let's just quickly switch over to the Bundesliga now and check out that. So we'll go to the Bundesliga and we can see we've done maybe even better here, because we have got 2 teams in the top 3. We've got Union Berlin finishing in 3rd place, which is probably the best thing that's happened in the simulation, because they were only predicted to finish 2nd bottom, so they've done really well on 61 points. Werder Bremen on 67 points, only 2 points off the title winners Bayern Munich. The difference was 1 draw instead of a win. That was the only difference between challenging for the title, where we would have beat them. This will be the league that we'll look at in greater detail later, but if we quickly hop over to the Premier League, we can see that we've done not as well in the Premier League, but that's kind of to be expected. Even with a very good tactic, it would be hard to top some of these teams that spend so much money, the usual top 6. But West Ham finishing in 6th spot there on 65 points, just making it into the Europa League places, and Brighton finishing 10th now. Brighton, it might look like they've had the worst season of any team, only on 48 points. They were expected to get relegated, so we'll definitely take that. But they did actually win the FA Cup, so they qualified for European football through that. And it looks like I've actually got it wrong here. Because Brighton won the FA Cup, they've actually got the Europa League, and West Ham have been put into the Europa Conference League by the looks of it. So yeah, very interesting what's happened there. But it seems like every club that we've done this with has had some form of success, whether it's finishing high in the league or getting a trophy or getting into European football when they definitely weren't expected to. So this tactic has been a great success for sure. So let's show you in a bit more detail how this tactic performed, and we'll use the German teams as the example. Also, apologies if the lighting's a bit strange. This is the first time in a long while I'm recording in the day, so you've got a lot of natural light that's causing a few problems. But let's quickly hop over to the Bundesliga and see how we've got on. Straight away here with Union Berlin, we can see we have done awesome in terms of goals and assists and the highest average match rating. If we go to the competition in itself, we can see that the top 2 scorers in the league came from our 2 clubs, Bremen and Union Berlin. On top of that, average rating wise, we've done really well. Haaland losing out by a significant margin to our Union Berlin striker Taiwo Awoniyi, so he's done awesome on a 7.69 there. Don't really know much about him. He's apparently on loan from Liverpool. Not someone that's really came up before, but I suppose fast, pacey striker in that advanced forward role. Even if he doesn't have the best technicals, he's done really well in terms of scoring chances, the Nigerian international. So it seems our players have done quite well individually, but as a team, this tactic has scored the most goals for both of our clubs. 84 goals for relegation threatened Union Berlin. Apparently not relegation threatened anymore. We took to the top of the league. Werder Bremen as well, 75 goals, way ahead of anybody close to us. Bayern Munich only on 60, Borussia Dortmund on 66. You get the idea. We've done very well in terms of scoring chances. And then the other places we are appearing is fewest conceded, where Werder Bremen are on joint 3rd place with Bayer Leverkusen, and in terms of clean sheets, Werder Bremen have got the most with 16. Seems like Union Berlin weren't as strong at the back, which is why they didn't maybe perform as well in the league table as Bremen did. But overall, great performance from both clubs, and we'll have a look at the player overview as well, just to see that two of the best strikers were from our teams, and then we've also got Nicholas Füllkrug there for Werder Bremen as another striker who's done really well, so it's definitely getting a lot of goals. If we look at the assists as well, our players have done very well in creating chances for their teammates. We've got 5 players in the top 8 assist makers. Most of the players are our attacking players, but it seems a right back with 21 assists, way ahead of Dani Olmo for Leipzig. Christopher Trimmel for Union Berlin has done really well at right back, creating lots of chances, lots of assists, so overall we've done really well. If we go to team detailed, we can see a lot of stuff that we did know before, so we've scored the most goals, most expected goals, all of that stuff. We'll see if we appear anywhere else interesting. Clear cut chances make sense. It seems like this tactic is very good in the attack for sure. Maybe not defensively super solid, but it doesn't really matter when we're scoring this amount of goals, it seems. Shots on target, that's another area where we've done really well. Anything defensively where we've done quite well? Is it just clean sheets for Werder Bremen? It seems that we've won a lot of tackles apparently. And then finally, the last interesting thing I've found is we've got the most interceptions with Werder Bremen. Again, Union Berlin performing well, but not nearly as well as Bremen have. Now, it should be noted that we didn't just pick random teams, we picked some teams that we thought might suit this tactic nicely, but it definitely would work for underdog teams, even if they might not suit it. You've got to bear in mind, we've done really well here, whilst we haven't even signed any players, we haven't bought players in for the tactic, nothing like that. We've just ran the tactic across the season and it's done really well. So I don't think I need to keep you guys any longer. You've seen it's a very good underdog tactic, works really well. Hopefully you guys will go and download it from the description. Thank you again, Nap, for creating that, and thank you, Roba, for sending it through to me so we can make a video on it. Definitely do feel free to give this tactic a try. One click in the description and you can download it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash the like button, comment down below what tactic you're running, or if you're going to use this one, let us know how it gets on if you do try it out. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell on the FMSCOUT channel, and feel free to come check out my channel, linked in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.